Welcome to Framework, the podcast that makes the NIST cybersecurity framework practical, engaging, and accessible. Whether you're a cybersecurity professional, business leader, or simply curious about how organizations defend against cyber threats, this series is for you. This podcast is inspired by a comprehensive guide to the NIST Cybersecurity Framework 2.0, a best-selling resource written by cybersecurity expert Dr. Jason Edwards and trusted by professionals worldwide. In each episode, we'll leverage a few insights from Jason's extensive book to dive deep into CSF 2.0, unpacking every function, category, and subcategory with real-world applications you can immediately use. If you're enjoying this episode and want to learn more, head over to cyberauthor.me to grab your copy of the book and access additional resources to enhance your cybersecurity journey. You can also visit baremetalcyber.com, where over 2 million people last year explored expert insights, articles, and practical tools across a wide range of cybersecurity topics. RC.RP-03, Verifying Backup Integrity. RC.RP-03 ensures that organizations regularly test and verify the integrity of their data backups to confirm that they are complete, uncorrupted, and recoverable when needed. This subcategory belongs to the Recover function within the National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework, version 2.0, emphasizing that effective backup verification safeguards against data loss, ensures operational resilience, and supports timely recovery in the event of a cybersecurity incident. Without structured backup integrity verification, organizations risk discovering too late that their backups are incomplete, corrupted, or unusable, resulting in extended downtime and potential financial or regulatory consequences. By implementing structured backup verification strategies, organizations ensure that data restoration processes are reliable, secure, and aligned with business continuity requirements. A well-defined backup integrity framework includes scheduled backup testing, automated integrity checks, and structured validation procedures to confirm that backup copies are free from corruption and can be restored successfully. Organizations that adopt AI-driven backup verification tools, integrate automated checksum validation, and enforce structured backup monitoring protocols improve their ability to recover from cyber incidents efficiently, maintain compliance with data retention policies, and minimize operational risks associated with backup failures. Multiple stakeholders play a role in verifying backup integrity. IT administrators and backup specialists are responsible for configuring, testing, and validating backup processes to ensure data availability and accuracy. Cybersecurity teams and compliance officers ensure that backup verification practices align with security policies, regulatory requirements, and incident recovery strategies. Business continuity managers and executive leadership play a critical role in overseeing backup validation policies, allocating resources for enhanced data protection, and ensuring that business-critical data remains accessible in the event of a cybersecurity incident. Effective backup integrity verification is implemented through structured backup validation protocols, automated integrity monitoring systems, and predefined restoration testing workflows. This includes using AI-powered anomaly detection to identify backup inconsistencies, integrating real-time backup replication monitoring to detect potential data corruption, and enforcing strict access controls to protect backup data from unauthorized modification. Organizations that fail to implement structured backup verification processes risk data loss, incomplete recovery, and compliance violations due to unreliable or missing backup copies. Several key terms define backup integrity verification and its role in cybersecurity governance. Checksum validation ensures that organizations verify the accuracy of backup files by comparing cryptographic hash values before and after backup storage. Automated backup testing ensures that organizations schedule and conduct routine recovery tests to confirm backup reliability. Data deduplication and compression integrity ensures that organizations confirm that backup optimization techniques do not introduce corruption or data loss. Immutable backup storage ensures that organizations store backups in tamper-proof environments to prevent unauthorized modification or deletion. Disaster recovery simulation ensures that organizations conduct full-scale recovery tests to validate backup usability in real-world scenarios. Challenges in verifying backup integrity often lead to unrecoverable data loss, prolonged downtime, and failure to meet compliance obligations. One common issue is failure to test backups regularly, where organizations assume that backup processes are functioning correctly but do not perform scheduled integrity checks. Another issue is over-reliance on a single backup location, where organizations store all backups in one place, increasing the risk of data loss due to ransomware attacks or hardware failures. Some organizations mistakenly believe that backups are automatically reliable without recognizing that corruption, misconfigurations, or malware can render backups useless without proper validation. When organizations implement structured backup integrity verification frameworks, they enhance operational resilience, reduce the risk of data loss, and ensure that critical systems can be restored efficiently. A structured backup verification model ensures that cybersecurity teams enforce backup validation policies, IT teams conduct regular backup integrity tests, and leadership prioritizes backup security in business continuity planning. Organizations that adopt AI-driven backup integrity validation, enforce structured recovery testing, and deploy continuous backup monitoring systems develop a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy that ensures the availability and reliability of critical data backups. Organizations that fail to implement structured backup integrity verification strategies face severe operational, financial, and regulatory risks. Without regular testing, businesses risk realizing too late that their backups are corrupted, outdated, or incomplete, resulting in extended downtime and potential data loss. A common issue is failure to conduct routine backup validation, where organizations store backups without testing their ability to be restored, leading to unexpected failures during a crisis. Another major challenge is lack of redundancy in backup locations, where organizations only maintain a single copy of critical data, leaving them vulnerable to ransomware attacks, hardware failures, or natural disasters. By implementing structured backup integrity verification strategies, organizations ensure that their recovery processes are reliable, secure, and capable of restoring critical business operations without delay. A well-defined backup verification framework incorporates automated integrity checks, real-time anomaly detection, and structured recovery simulations to confirm the usability of backup data. Organizations that deploy AI-driven backup validation tools, integrate automated checksum verification, and enforce structured disaster recovery testing improve their ability to recover from cybersecurity incidents efficiently, maintain compliance with industry regulations, and minimize the risks associated with backup failures. At the partial tier, organizations lack formal backup integrity verification policies, leading to inconsistent and unreliable data protection efforts. Backup testing may be handled reactively, with IT teams only checking for backup availability after an incident occurs. A small business at this level may believe it has a working backup of customer records, only to discover during a ransomware attack that the data is corrupted and cannot be restored. At the risk-informed tier, organizations begin to establish structured backup verification procedures, ensuring that IT teams follow predefined schedules for testing backup integrity. However, these processes may still be manual, requiring IT staff to perform periodic sample tests rather than automating full-scale validation. A mid-size retail organization at this level may conduct quarterly backup tests to confirm data recoverability, but lack automated monitoring for real-time corruption detection. At the repeatable tier, organizations implement a fully structured backup verification framework, ensuring that all backup data undergoes automated integrity checks, scheduled recovery tests, and security validation measures. Cybersecurity governance is formalized, with leadership actively involved in defining backup verification policies, overseeing disaster recovery simulations. A multinational financial institution at this stage may use AI-driven anomaly detection to continuously monitor backup integrity and flag inconsistencies before data restoration is needed. At the adaptive tier, organizations employ machine learning-driven backup validation, predictive failure analysis, and automated data recovery simulations to proactively refine and enhance backup integrity verification efforts. Backup verification processes are fully integrated into enterprise cybersecurity operations, ensuring that security teams use AI-powered analytics to detect and correct backup inconsistencies in real time. A global cloud services provider at this level may use immutable backup storage combined with blockchain-based integrity validation to ensure that all backup copies remain untampered and fully recoverable. Verifying backup integrity aligns with multiple controls in the National Institute of Standards and Technology Special Publication 800-53, ensuring that organizations implement structured methodologies for data recovery verification, backup validation enforcement, and operational resilience. One key control is CP-9, Contingency Planning Recovery, which requires organizations to develop structured processes for testing and verifying backup data to ensure its reliability during system restoration. A national healthcare network implementing this control may conduct monthly full system restoration drills to confirm that patient records can be recovered without data loss. Another key control is SI-12 information integrity, which mandates that organizations implement automated integrity verification mechanisms to detect and correct corruption in backup data before restoration. A multinational banking institution implementing this control may use AI-powered integrity scanning to validate the accuracy of encrypted transaction logs before restoring financial systems. Verifying backup integrity also aligns with SC-28, Protection of Information at Rest, which requires organizations to ensure that stored backup data remains secure, unaltered, and protected from unauthorized modifications or deletions. This control ensures that organizations enforce encryption, access controls, and integrity validation mechanisms to safeguard backup data from cyber threats such as ransomware, insider threats, or accidental deletion. A global logistics company implementing this control may store backups in encrypted off-site locations with tamper-proof mechanisms to ensure they remain intact and retrievable when needed. These controls can be adapted based on organizational size, industry, and cybersecurity maturity. A small business may implement basic backup integrity verification strategies, ensuring that IT teams manually test data restoration from backups on a scheduled basis. A large enterprise may deploy AI-driven backup validation, automated anomaly detection, and immutable backup storage to ensure that backup integrity remains continuously verified and protected against cyber threats. Organizations in highly regulated industries, such as finance, healthcare, and government, may require legally mandated backup validation frameworks, compliance-driven disaster recovery testing, and structured forensic analysis to ensure adherence to cybersecurity data retention policies. Auditors assess an organization's ability to verify backup integrity effectively by reviewing whether documented, consistently enforced, and automated backup validation frameworks are in place. They evaluate whether organizations implement predefined backup testing schedules, enforce structured integrity validation policies, and integrate real-time security monitoring mechanisms into enterprise-wide backup management strategies. If an organization fails to verify backup integrity effectively, auditors may issue findings highlighting gaps in cybersecurity data resilience, weak backup validation execution, and failure to align backup protection strategies with industry regulations. To verify compliance, auditors seek specific types of evidence. Backup validation policy documentation and structured cybersecurity restoration logs demonstrate that organizations formally define and enforce cybersecurity backup integrity verification standards. Automated backup validation system records and compliance-driven data integrity reports provide insights into whether organizations proactively monitor, verify, and protect backup data based on predefined cybersecurity resilience protocols. AI-driven backup integrity dashboards and predictive anomaly detection tools show whether organizations effectively track, monitor, and refine backup integrity strategies using real-world attack data and adaptive security controls. A compliance success scenario could involve a global cloud service provider that undergoes an audit and provides evidence that structured cybersecurity backup integrity verification strategies are fully integrated into enterprise security governance, ensuring that all data backups are continuously monitored, tested, and verified based on predefined integrity validation models. Auditors confirm that cybersecurity backup validation policies are systematically enforced, backup integrity verification mechanisms are dynamically refined, and enterprise-wide cybersecurity governance frameworks align with structured data resilience models. In contrast, an organization that fails to implement structured cybersecurity backup validation frameworks, neglects real-time backup security monitoring, or lacks formalized backup integrity verification workflows may receive audit findings for poor cybersecurity data resilience, weak backup validation execution, and failure to align backup protection strategies with regulatory compliance mandates. Organizations face multiple barriers in ensuring that cybersecurity backup integrity verification remains continuous and effective. One major challenge is failure to integrate automated backup testing into disaster recovery planning, where organizations store backup data but do not verify its usability until an actual recovery event occurs, leading to unexpected failures. Another challenge is over-reliance on a single backup validation method, where organizations use only basic checksum comparisons without performing full restoration tests, increasing the risk of undetected corruption. A final challenge is difficulty maintaining cybersecurity backup integrity verification consistency across global operations, where organizations struggle to apply standardized data resilience policies across multiple subsidiaries, regions, and regulatory jurisdictions. Organizations can overcome these barriers by developing structured cybersecurity backup integrity verification frameworks, ensuring that cybersecurity data validation policies remain continuously optimized, and integrating real-time backup integrity monitoring models into enterprise-wide cybersecurity governance strategies. Investing in AI-driven cybersecurity backup validation, automation, automated compliance-driven integrity testing, and predictive cybersecurity anomaly detection ensures that organizations dynamically assess, monitor, and refine cybersecurity backup integrity strategies in real time. Standardizing cybersecurity backup verification methodologies across departments, subsidiaries, and external business partners ensures that cybersecurity backup validation policies are consistently applied, reducing exposure to corrupted data while strengthening enterprise-wide cybersecurity resilience. By embedding cybersecurity backup integrity verification strategies into enterprise security governance frameworks, organizations enhance cybersecurity data resilience capabilities, improve regulatory compliance, and ensure sustainable cybersecurity data protection processes across evolving cyber risk landscapes. That wraps up today's discussion on framework. Don't stop here. Head over to cyberauthor.me to explore more cybersecurity topics and discover a best-selling book covering NIST and other critical cyber frameworks. Please like, rate, and review this episode on Apple and Spotify. Until next time, remember that knowledge is power.